21. And welcome back for the second game of our doubleheader as the Spartans trying to recover, and because it's a doubleheader, they are playing as the visiting team here, hence the confusing sight of them batting first. 2 strikes immediately to the leadoff man, that is Brad Weber, who pitched last game. He is in there in the leadoff slot, and he's going to ground one foul on the first base side to keep it at 0-2. He's facing Sam Bolgren, wearing number 22 on the mound. He is delivering to Josh Merkel. Not a lot of changes happening here in the lineup. Tommy Lamb is one of the big changes. He's over at first base, as this one is going to be hit foul by Weber. And Jacob Aleknavicius is over at second. At short, Colin Indermuckle, and it's going to be a base hit for Weber right up the gap. And he is on. A leadoff hit for Brad Weber. The outfield for the Grafton Blackhawks, Adam Schnell is in left. In center, Jake Garncarnes and Carson Bernd over in right field. Now batting is Logan Chesick, who shows bunt, and it'll be a play at first. So small ball right away as Logan Chesick is retired. That advances Weber. The go-ahead run now firmly at second. Logan Rupnow is now batting in the third slot. The Spartans making a game to get the lead early, giving up an out to advance the runner to second. The pitch to Logan Rupnow is low for ball 1. Here is the set and the delivery. Swung on and off of one of the light poles. Unplayable. 1-1, 1 out, and 1 on as Weber standing by. Over at second as Rupnow settles in. Sam Bolgren, the delivery. Swung on, grounded over to first. It's going to be scooped up at first by Tommy Lamb. He will tag up, but that advances a Weber over to third. Get to the cleanup slot. And it is Tyler Young. The pitch from Lamb. Shot into center, coming forward for it and making the grab is Jake Garncarnes, and that's the side. So we go to the bottom of the first. So still scoreless here in game 2 of our doubleheader between the Grafton Blackhawks and the West Bend West Spartans. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Bottom of first, the starting pitcher for the Spartans facing off immediately against Jake Garncarnes, and putting it high to Garncarnes is Andrew Bitzer, senior, wearing number 22, lefty. Getting the start as the pitch comes into Garncarnes. It's going to be a strike looking, and we're immediately 1-1. Here's the set and the delivery. It's going to be a high and inside pitch, judging by the way that Garncarnes leaned away from it. Here's the set and the delivery. Swung on, pop up, shallow center. And that's going to be Jimmy D'Angelo coming from center to make the grab. Logan Chesick is behind the plate. Logan Rupnow is over at first base as it's 1 away. Tyler Young is at second. Michael Kleinhans is at third. Jordan D'Angelo is at shortstop, and it's Bradley Weber, Jimmy D'Angelo, And Scott Enrick from left to right, and Enrick has to get the base hit and put in play immediately by Colin Indermuckle. And Colin playing it short today. And puts it at that's 1 on, 1 out. And strike 1 called. Here's the set and the delivery. And it's a high one, and going down is Lamb. And running on the wild pitch is Undermachel. And so Indermuckle is now the go-ahead run at second. And the pitch from Bitzer. And by Lamb over to third. Picked up and sent across by Kleinhans for the 5-3. But that advances Indermuckle all the way to third. Zach Merkel. So no real changes here in the batting order. Zach Merkel, the cleanup hitter with 2 out, will step in. Takes one at the knee for ball 1. Want to thank Tom Stuff, my cameraman, for joining me out here on this fairly brisk day out here in the Kettle Moraine. As we have a 1-0 count. And the pitch inside for ball 2. Here's the set and the delivery. Strike looking for Zach Merkel. Next pitch comes in low at the knee. 3-1 the count now. Is Andrew. Beards are at the mound trying to wrap this one up without any damage. But he throws ball 4 low. And now there's runners in the corners with 2 out. Carson Bernd. Is next at the plate in the 5 slot. The pitch coming. He looks at ball 1 high. He kind of has a crouch in his stance, kind of force the pitcher to pitch lower to him. The pitch swings on and fouls off the neck of the bat over his team's dugout into the soccer pitch. You don't realize how close the soccer pitch here at the athletic complex is to the baseball diamond until you see a ball fouled into that pitch. 1-1 now, speaking of pitching, and that one's high. Bernd being very patient here. As I mentioned earlier at the first game, the Grafton Blackhawks with the win over the Spartans, the part 1 of the doubleheader, now have a slight 1-game advantage for 3rd place in the conference standings. Pitcher takes a step off for a moment. Here's the set. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. And Bears are just trying to get out of here without giving up a run. It's doable. You're a strike away. Here's the set. Pitcher will step off the mound. And delivers. Pop up, foul up, way out of play into the soccer pitch once again. Stays at 2-2. And here's the pitch. It's a high one. Pitcher delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the side. We remain scoreless at the end of 1 complete. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Back to action here from West Bend is Jordan D'Angelo. Will lead off the second. He looks at a ball high. Jordan playing it short today. He is in the 5 slot, standing by here for the next pitch. It's going to be a ball just outside to him. Here's the set, and here it comes. It is a ball high and inside. D'Angelo shows bunt, pulls back, it's ball 4, and he will take his base. He won that at bat fairly convincingly. PC Kolkema DHing today. Here is the set and the delivery. Swung on, popped up fair territory, going from short is Indermuckle. 1 away. Gertzer will bat himself. This one's hit foul, out of the reach of the running Zach Merkel. Pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, to the count now to Bietzer. Pitch, Bietzer swings and sends it foul, unplayable. D'Angelo was going with the 1 out. Here's the set and the pitch. Bietzer takes strike 3, and he is retired. 2 away. It's like Henrik at the plate. Swings and misses. Going and safe is Jordan D'Angelo. And the pitch to Henrik is high. Going on third and safe is Jordan D'Angelo. So he's stolen 2 bases, stealing third. Not an easy thing to do. But he's gotten both. And now Henrik just needs to get a base hit, and the Spartans can take their first lead. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1 and 2. Ball run settles. Ball low. Count is now at 2 apiece. Here is the set and the delivery. Swing and a miss. And Belgren pitches his way out of the pinch. And the side is retired. 1.5 done. We remain scoreless here between Grafton and West Bend West. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Jacob L. Kaminicius is in there to face Beetzer. He takes ball 1 long. Beetzer wasting no time. So he threw low again. It's now 2-0. Kaminicius was the victorious pitcher in game 1. He's moved to second base here today. Pitch is a strike looking. And the pitch is a strike looking. Here's the set and the delivery. Strike 3 looking, and Beetzer gets his second strikeout. Number 6, Brady Ward is in there to bat. Ward takes a strike. Ward fouls that one into the soccer pitch. One, two, the count now for Ward as the pitch comes. Ball high. Pitch coming, swing and a miss. And as the third straight strikeout for Andrew Beetzer. Josh Merkel comes to the plate. Three straight strikeouts, and it's going to be a foul off the plate for strike 1 from Josh Merkel. There's the set and the delivery. Swung on, grounded. Beetzer stumbles, but got it, throws it, and it's in time. And it's 3 up, 3 down as the Spartan defense holds 2 complete. We're still scoreless between Grafton and West Bend West. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Jimmy D'Angelo will lead off the top of 3. As he shows bunt and knocks it right down the third base line. Running for it is Zach Merkel, but he wasn't able to scoop it. And D'Angelo is on. I think they'll call that a base hit, as it was a very difficult baseball play to have for anyone to have to make. And just like that, either way, a runner is on. And Brad Weber is back up. He's going to swing and ground it foul down the first base line. We'll stand by here for the second as it's 0-1 count. Weber ready to go. Belgren takes a look back at the first base bag, keeping an eye on Jimmy D'Angelo. Pitch, bunt, right to Belgren. He bobbled it, got the throw away, and it was not a very good throw either. That's going to be an E1 if I ever saw one. But that means the go-ahead run is now at second in Jimmy D'Angelo, and nobody's out. As Logan Chesick returns, showing bunt himself. He bunted her in his earlier appearance. Swung on, popped up to right. Everyone's tagging, making the grab. Successfully was Carson Bernd. Going was D'Angelo. And he makes it on the sac fly out to 9. That puts it at 1 out and brings up Logan Rupnow. Rupnow will foul it back into the backstop. Next pitch comes in for ball 2. Here's the setup and delivery. Swung on, shallow right, it's gonna drop. Jimmy D'Angelo's in. Going to third is Weber. He's gonna be standing up as he goes in. As Rupnow hits the RBI signal. And it's 1-0 with only 1 out. And Tyler Young will come to the plate. Young will pop this one up into right. Tagging up is Weber. There's the catch. Weber's going to go. Here's the throw. It could be playable. And sliding in safe is Weber. Rupnow will go to first on the sac fly RBI. And it's 2-0. So we stand here with a 2-0 lead by the Spartans. And we have a high pitch going in to Jordan D'Angelo. He walked and stole 2 bases before he was stopped. He's standing by here as here comes the pitch. Swung on, nice shot out the right, but should be playable, and it is. It's going to be brought in by Carson Bernd. And the side is retired, but the Spartans get 2 out of it. It is now the Spartans 2, the Blackhawks of Grafton 0. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Some changes as Henrich has moved over to first base. At third, it's like Sean Piquin has moved over to right field, and Logan Rupnow is now pitching as he throws ball 1. To number 21, Adam Schnell. Schnell swings and misses for strike 1. There's another strike there from Rupnow. 1-2 the count. Pitch coming, and this one hits in the dirt. And the pitch. And it's a ball looking, so we have a full count now to Schnell. Here it comes. And it's going to be ball 4, and Schnell is on. That puts it with a runner on, and Schnell. That brings Garncarnes back. He's going to send a little looper over in an awkward spot. Young fielded it, and it's a 4-6 fielder's choice. I'll bring up Indamako. So we ground it over to short. Jimmy DeAngelo off of a bad roll in the grass lets it get by him, and getting to third safe is Garncarnes. That was a little interesting. As Tommy Lamb steps in. And he takes a ball. And it's 2 balls now. Here's the set, the delivery. And it's going to be ball 3 to Lamb with runners in the corners and only 1 out. One of those runners is the tying run on first, and make it the tying run on second as Lamb is walked. And now the go-ahead run is right behind the tying run as the bases are loaded with 1 out. I'll bring up Zach Merkel with a golden opportunity here to change the face of this game. And the pitch. Strike looking for Zach Merkel. Drop down delivers. Ball low this time. Here's the set and the delivery from Rep now. So we grounded right to short. Jimmy DeAngelo has it. Can they turn 2? There's a throw. It's low, but it's in time. A 6-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. And the Spartans keep their advantage. They lead 2-0 at the end of 3 complete. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Back to action here as stepping into the plate is Pacey Kolkema. He takes ball 1 from Ballgren. Ballgren trying to get back in this one, and Kolkema popped up to short as he takes ball 2. That was back in the 2nd inning. It's going to be sent right past the diving Indamako, and safe at first is Kolkema. So with no outs, 1 on. for the new batter, Kevin Lemons. And he bunts and advances the runner. He's out at first. That puts Kolkema over at second. And I'll bring up Henrich. Henrich waiting for it. The pitch. Swings and sends one out to center. Running for it is Carson. It's going to drop. And Kolkema will advance to third. Henrich with the single is on. 2 hits this inning already. That leaves us at the moment with a runners on the corner situation and a bunt being shown by Jimmy D'Angelo. He pulls back on a ball. Waiting on it. And the pitch coming. Swung on and pop foul. One ball, one strike, one out. Runners in the corners. It's going to be a bunt at first base. Scoring quickly is Kolkema. Out at first is Jimmy D'Angelo as Baldwin comes in to get the 1-3 at first. And it is 3-0. Henrich is advanced to first. That'll bring up Weber, who reached on an error and scored in the third. It's going to be a shot right past shortstop, right past into Muggle for a base hit. Given the signal being told to go is Henrich. Henrich is going to score all the way from second. And now the Spartans are piling it on the RBI single from Brad Weber. With Chesick coming up, it is 4-0 now. And Baldwin trying to struggle here. His first pitch comes in as a ball to Chesick. Here's the settle and the delivery. Swung on, popped up, and out of play. So the 1-1 count, the delivery. Just like swings in a high one and falls into the backstop. It's a 1-2 count now. Waiting on the pitch. And on the run was Weber out to go back. And the next pitch is going to be swung on by Chesick. It's going to be in fairly deep center, but Carnes is there to make the grab. And the side is finally retired, and it's everything the Spartans could have wanted. They now lead 4-0. Halfway through, we're at 3.5 complete. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Carson Bernd will lead us off here. He struck out back in the first as he fouls this one away. Next pitch coming in is going to be popped up. Is it playable? And it is. As Henrich comes all the way from first to grab it in foul territory. And it is one away. Alec Novicius will be the second batter as he looks at a strike. And the pitch. Oh, that was a high one in there. Ball one, strike one. The pitch. It's a ball looking, bounced right off the plate. 1-2. This would be 2-1. This is going to be swung on, grounded over to second. It should be an easy play, and it is from Tyler Young. 2 away. Next up, Brady Ward. The pitch from Rupnow is a strike one looking. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. An 0-2 count now as Rupnow keeps delivering. Here it comes. Strike three looking off the inside corner, and look at that efficiency. 1-2-3 for the Spartan defense. 4 innings complete. They lead 4-0 over the Grafton Blackhawks. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Logan returns to work. He's got to face off against Logan Rupnow to start. Rupnow with an RBI single in the third. He grounded out in the first. Here's the delivery, the pitch, swung on, liner over to second, should be playable for Alec Novicius, and it is 1 away. Next up there's Tyler Young, had a sac fly RBI, and to ground it over to short, should be playable, and it is 2 away. I'll bring up Jordan D'Angelo as we're just flying through this top of the fifth. Strike pitched right there to the next batter, which is Jordan D'Angelo. Jordan was the last out in the third. He's now behind the count 0-2 with 2 out. Pitch. Rounded over. Knocked down by Idimako, but he can't make the throw. And D'Angelo is on base. Don't know if they'll score that at a hit or an error. It's a very tough one to make, so it looks like it'll be a hit to start. We'll score that for now. It looked like it was playable by him, but he still had to reach across his body, which is always a difficult move to do. But either way, Spartans get a base runner out of it. Pacey Kolkema. Flying foul lands just opposite the line. Running for it was Carson Bernd, but it was just a step or two away from him. So the 0-1 count to Kolkema. Takes a strike for 0-2. This is the first game I've had to cover here in this auxiliary diamond over here on the high school grounds. I think it's a pretty nice diamond. Here's the pitch. Swung on over to shortstop, and bobbling it is Indemaka. The throw is in time. So scary times here for Grafton, but they managed to get the out they need. So the Spartans get no new ones, but they still are pretty comfortable. Let's see how their defense does. As we go to the bottom of 5, it is Spartans 4, Blackhawks 0. You're watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Logan up now returns to work himself, facing Josh Merkel here in the bottom of 5. And Merkel's going to send that one foul, grounding right field side. Next pitch comes a little low. It's going to be 1-1 now. To be grounded over to first. Helping is Rupp now off the fielding from Henrich. It is 1 away. I'll bring up Adam Schnell. To be grounded over, this time by Schnell, and it's going to bounce off of Young. I think that one's going to be an E4. Not to be unfair, but that is while difficult to make that move, but still bounced off of him, but good. So there's a runner on in Schnell. Jake Garncarnes is now at the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice. And Rutnow is quickly going to try to keep Schnell honest. Pitch swung on, and it's going to fall foul just to the line, third base side. That makes it 0-1 for Garncarnes. Here's the pitch. Garncarnes is going to send it right to Rupp now. Goes to second. Turn 2 is not going to be in time. Going is Garncarnes. The throw went all the way through. He will reach. So it's a 1-8. Excuse me, a 1-6. Gets Schnell in the fielder's choice. Garncarnes reaches on the throwing error. It'll be an E6. And it's going to be grounded over to D'Angelo, and he's going to redeem himself with a throw. He does it in time to get Intermako. Wasted no time swinging. So just like that, 5 complete. Spartans hang on yet again. They lead 4-0 going into the top of 6. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Top of 6, we have a pitching change here as Carson Chop will take over pitching duties for Grafton as Grafton trying to dig itself out of a 4-0 hole. Spartans trying to keep them in there, of course. Kevin Lemons steps in. And that's strike one right there. Lemons playing in right field, having when Beetzer was taken out. Swung on, grounded over to third. Getting it at short into Mako. The throw is just in time. This will bring up Henrich. Henrich singled and scored back in the fourth. Back in the second, he struck out. This one fouled up way over the grandstands there by Henrich. Makes it 0-1. Throw. That makes it ball one, strike one with one out. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, playable in left. Here comes Schnell. And makes the grab. That's two away. No action on left from either team here, as this will be Jimmy D'Angelo. Chop settles in, facing Jimmy. Here's the pitch. Jimmy checks swings on a strike. That one was a ball low. 1-1 account as Chop delivers. Swung on, grounded over to first. Bouncer, nice grab there by Tommy Lamb. He'll tag up, and that is the side. So 1-2-3 for the Spartans. We go to the bottom of 6. The Spartans still leading the Grafton Blackhawks 4-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. He's off here will be Tommy Lamb. Pitch. Lamb shows bunt and pulls it back. Next pitch coming. It's going to be ball 2 low and inside as Rupnow still working. And Rupnow finds the strike zone that time, 2-1. Here's the set and the delivery. It's going to be a ball. 3-1 the count. Now sets and delivers. Swung on, fouled. Full count. It's going to be a grounded foul by Lamb down third baseline. Full count with no outs in this first at bat, and just keep it that way as Lamb fouls it into the backstop. Lamb settles in, and Rupnow, no problem. Here it comes. Fouled again. Elongated at bat will keep us here for a little while longer. And it's going to be ball 4. And Lamb is on. I'll bring up Zach Merkel. Here's the set, the delivery. Strike looking, and Merkel didn't quite believe it. He thought it was high and inside. The pitch. Grounded over toward short. Jimmy DeAngelo grabs it. Return 2, and the throw is down. It's going to be a throwing error. So Merkel reaches on an E4. That'll bring up Carson Bernd. The pitch. From up now to Burn is high for ball 1. Still 1 out. 1 on first. And the pitch. Ball inside. The pitch. Ball 3 inside again. As we're up now trying to find the zone now. Spartans are 5 outs away from splitting the doubleheader and getting a win. Trying to get it that way here now. Here's the pitch. Strike. As Burt was already ready to jog his way over to first base. A little presumptuous perchance. The next pitch is going to be a liner over second base for a base hit. And possibly there's 2 on as Burn is on. Jacob Alec Navacious will step in. Golden opportunity here to do some damage with 2 on first and second. And we're going to have a quick talk at the mound as out comes the coaching staff. We'll see what the plan is here. Looks like this is more of a strategy talk. Doesn't look like there's going to be a pitching change happening. Indeed. Looks like Rupp now will stay put for now. Here's the set, and stepping off is Rupp now. Alec Navacious settles in. And the pitch. Navacious takes a strike to open up the at-bat. Next pitch is going to be a strike looking. 0-2 is the count. Here's the set and the delivery. Swan, and it's going to drop in shallow center for a base hit. Cut off by DeAngelo. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Merkel goes to third. Bernd is out at second. Elknavicius is at first. And this is going to bring up Brady Ward. Ward has struck out twice today. And after a quick talk between coaches, we're here back, and Rupp now throws a strike to Ward. The 0-1 pitch is strike two looking as Ward, one pitch away from completing the trifecta, being struck out 3 times. Strike 3 right there. That's how you do it. Two out with Josh Merkel coming to the plate. A chance to get out of this unscathed. Pitch comes in and bounces up. It's a 1-0 count. It's going to be a strike. One and one the count, and the pitch. Swan popped up, coming from right is Lemons for the grab, and the inning is over, so the Spartans dodge the bullet, leaving 3 stranded. You go to the top of 7, Spartans 4, Blackhawks 0. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. As we return to action here, as the Spartans, what might be their final at bat, have Weber leading them off, top of the order, so a good situation to be in. Next return to work is Carson Chop. It's now 1-1. Weber, not a bad day. He singled twice, including an RBI single in the 4th, and reached on an error in the 3rd before scoring. He's now ahead in the count 2-1 after that pitch. Chop settles and delivers. Swung on, chopper towards Schnell left. It lands fair. And Weber is aboard. So 3 singles, 3 base hits for Brad Weber on the second game of today's doubleheader. Not a bad resume. This will bring up Chesick. The pitch, showing Bunch Chesick, he knocks it down. Chop one-hands it, throws it, and going all the way is Weber. He'll take 3 on the throw. So Weber gets all the way to 3rd on that sac bunt by Chesick. That'll put Rupp now at the plate. Here's the set by Chop. And delivers the Rupp now. Rupp now takes a ball low. Here's the pitch. Swung on, shot out to right. It's going to land fair, and Weber is going to score on the base hit. That is Ripnow's second RBI single. As Weber is in. It's 5-0 now. If you're Grafton, you kind of want to get the outs here and regroup in the bottom of the 7th. You're running out of opportunities here. You don't want to leave another run out there, as that's not going to help matters, as that is Tyler Young singling it right past shortstop into left field. We're up now, advances to second base. Young goes to first, and that'll bring up Jordan D'Angelo. The pitch, grounded over to third, knocked down by Zach Merkel. He gets the out at third, and it's going to be a 5-3 double play. The Spartans get one more. So the Spartans lead 5-0 going into the bottom of 7. Last chance for Grafton coming up. You are watching high school baseball on West Bend Community TV. Last bit of pitching change here as Mitchell Ithier will take over. Hoping to get the save. This puts us with Adam Schnell leading off. He'll be followed by Jake Garncarns and Colin Indermakel. First pitch comes in low from Ithier. Have a strike coming in there, strike looking for Schnell. Next pitch comes in, and it's in the dirt. 2-1 the count. If you're the Spartans, if you can get a out here without any base runners, you're in pretty good shape to start. Here's the set, and here comes the delivery. And it's a ball just outside. 3-1. And the pitch. It's ball 4, and Schnell is on. Not a reason for concern, but still, it's a reason for hope if you're Grafton, as they'll bring up Garncarns. And that is a ball 1. Because Ithier having some trouble getting into a rhythm here. The pitch. Strike looking. Pitch. Strike looking, and makes it 1-2. Nobody's out yet. Pitch coming, it's going to be popped up. Is it playable? Everyone's running for it. And it lands right in front of the dugout of Grafton. Running for it was Rupp now, but couldn't get there. Now has been moved over to first. Heinrich is back out in right field. The 1-2 count remains. Ethier settles, looks. Stretch is pending, and here it comes. Too high, 2-2 the count. Here's the set, the delivery. Swung towards short. Jimmy DeAngelo knocks it down, but cannot wrap it up. So the runners advance, and if you are Grafton, you have reasons to be optimistic here in the now. Colin Indermacher will step in. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the set and the delivery. It's a high one. Next pitch is going to be a floater. Jordan DeAngelo leaps for it, can't grab it. And there's a chance for the force at third if they can make the throw, and they get it. Backpedaling was Schnell, thinking the catch would be made by Jordan DeAngelo. It was just out of his reach, but they get the scoop and they get the out, and it's one away. Still some hope here for Grafton. That's going to be a base hit. Eight-5 over there at third as ball one comes into the next batter, who's Tommy Lamb. Non-Cards advances to second. Indermacher's at first. Carson is going. Throw is not going to be in time. And also advancing is Indermacher to second. So runners on second and third with one out. Once again, not an insurmountable problem. As Lamb settles in with a 1-1 count and one out. Takes a high one, 2-1. Here's the set and the delivery. To be lined over to second. Knocked down. And the throw is made by Young. A runner scores in Garncarnes. He's in. Indermacher advances to third. 2 away. It's 5-1, so the shutout's gone, but still in a pretty comfortable spot. Looks like we might have a pitching change coming up, or at least powwow at the mound. And even then, as the Spartans, you are in good shape here. You just need the out. This game is more or less in the bag, but you got to make it official. As the discussion of the mound breaks up, and staying put is Ethier. He's going to be given a chance to finish this one out with some dignity. He's doing a fine enough job. He's made some errors here as the pitcher, but for the most part, it's been just some bad luck. But he's kept it down, and he just needs to get this out, and the Spartans can claim this in the win column. You're going to have to do it against Zach Merkel. That's ball one. Merkel, a bit of a rough go of it. He walked in the first, grounded to a 6-4-3 double play in the third. A chance to get him at the plate, and he's safe. Diving back in just in time is Indermachel. He took a bit of a huge lead, and reading it well was Chesick and went for the throw. Here's the setup and the delivery. Merkel takes a strike. Count goes to 2-1. This one into the ball and running for it as it's a pass ball. And scoring is Indermachel. And while that score is good, it's now 5-2. No more base runners. This game hinges entirely on Zach Merkel reaching base. Pitch. And sent to right, and running and making the grab is Henrich, and that's the game. The Spartans survive a bit of a scare in the bottom of 7, and they walk away with a 5-2 victory, splitting the doubleheader with Grafton. So the Spartans will go to the locker room 11-8 and 9-7 over 9-7 in the North Shore Conference. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been a presentation of high school athletics on West Bend Community TV.